In today's hyper-competitive world, it seems like everyone is hustling and grinding 24/7, but in reality, that's just a small fraction of people. Most of us aren't hitting our full potential or even close to it. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, you could be far more productive than you are now, but you're not because you don't want to. You know what needs to be done, but you don't do it. The reason? You're lazy. Or, as Epicurus would say, you love pleasure too much. Well, that's about to change. Today, we're going to go over 4 simple things you can do to become insanely productive. And while some of them might sound boring, if you follow them to the letter, they will change your life. So let's get started. Step 1. Set your alarm earlier. Now, I know this might sound like a no-brainer, but trust me, most people aren't doing it. In fact, according to the National Sleep Foundation, the average American only sleeps for 6.3 hours per night. That's less than the recommended 7 to 9 hours. Why does this matter? Well, a good night's sleep is essential for productivity. When you're well rested, you're better able to focus, think clearly, and make decisions. You're also more likely to be motivated and in a good mood, all of which contribute to higher levels of productivity. Unfortunately, most people don't get enough sleep because they stay up too late watching TV, scrolling through social media, or working. It's important to remember that quality sleep isn't just about the quantity of sleep you get. Even if you sleep for 8 hours a night, if the quality of your sleep isn't good enough, you won't be able to function at your best. To improve your sleep quality, try to keep a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Try to get some physical activity during the day and avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed. If you still have trouble sleeping, consider talking to your doctor. By improving your sleep quality, you'll be able to set yourself up for success during the day and boost your overall productivity. Step 2. Get to work. Easier said than done. It's easy to procrastinate when you're not feeling motivated. But if you want to be productive, you need to get to work regardless of how you feel. Procrastination will only make things worse. Take the first step, and then the next one, and the next one. Before you know it, you'll be well on your way to completing your task. Here are a few tips to help you overcome procrastination. First, break down your tasks into smaller chunks. This will make them seem less daunting and give you a sense of accomplishment as you check off each small win. Second, reward yourself for completing tasks. This could be with a small treat like a piece of candy or a longer break like an hour of video games. Just make sure the reward is worth the effort. Third, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're struggling to complete a task, don't suffer in silence. Reach out to a friend or colleague who can lend a helping hand. Remember, the most productive people aren't necessarily the ones who work the longest hours. They're the ones who work smart and avoid wasting time. If you want to be productive, stop procrastinating and start taking action, even if it's just a little bit every day. Step 3. Take breaks. Now I know what you're thinking. We just talked about how procrastination kills productivity. And here you are telling us to take breaks. How does that make any sense? Well, there's a time and a place for everything, and taking breaks is an important part of being productive. The key is to know when to take a break and when to get back to work. There are 2 main benefits to taking breaks. First, they allow your mind to rest and recharge. When you've been working hard on something for a long time, it's easy to become mentally exhausted. Taking a break allows your mind to relax, which can lead to increased creativity and productivity when you return to work. Second, breaks allow you to come back refreshed. When you take a break, you're giving yourself time to clear your head and come back to work with a fresh perspective. This can help you tackle your work more efficiently and effectively. So when should you take a break? The answer depends on your personal preferences and work style. Some people find that taking a quick 5-minute break every hour is helpful. Others may prefer to take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes once or twice a day. Ultimately, it's up to you to experiment and find what works best. So how should you spend your breaks? The key is to do something completely unrelated to your work. This could be taking a walk, listening to music, or chatting with friends. Just make sure you're taking a break from your work and allowing your mind to relax. If you need help staying focused and taking breaks effectively, consider using a productivity app or timer. These tools can help you track your time and ensure you're taking breaks when needed. Overall, taking breaks is an essential part of being productive. They allow your mind to rest, recharge, and come back refreshed, leading to increased focus and efficiency. So if you're feeling burned out or overwhelmed, don't hesitate to take a break and come back stronger than ever. Step 4, delegate tasks. Now, I know you might be thinking, why would we tell you to do less when we're trying to help you be more productive? Well, here's the thing. To be productive, you need to do the right things. Not everything you're currently doing is the right thing. You should not be doing tasks that someone else can do just because you think you need to be busy. The truth is that some tasks are more suited to other people. When you delegate tasks, you free up your time to focus on the most important aspects of your work. Now, this doesn't mean you should ignore the other tasks. You should just leave those tasks to others who can handle them. In fact, by delegating tasks, you actually give yourself more time to pay attention to these tasks. You see, when you're trying to do everything yourself, it's easy to spread yourself too thin and not give each task the attention it deserves. You end up rushing through things and making mistakes because you're burnt out. When you delegate tasks, you can focus on doing a few things really well instead of trying to do everything so-so, and that leads to better results. To learn how to delegate tasks, you need to understand the importance of letting go. You can't do everything yourself, and by delegating tasks, you free up your time to focus on what you do best. Here are a few tips to help you delegate tasks effectively. First, identify tasks that can be delegated. Look for tasks that are routine, repetitive, or that can be handled by someone with less experience than you. Second, find the right person for the job. Consider the skills and experience of your team members when choosing who to delegate tasks to. Third, provide clear instructions. Make sure the person you're delegating the task to understands what needs to be done and by when. Fourth, monitor progress. Check in with the person you delegated the task to, ask questions, and offer support as needed. Finally, give credit. When the task is completed, acknowledge the person's contributions and celebrate their success. Remember, delegating tasks isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength and maturity. It shows that you trust your team and believe in their ability to get the job done. By following these tips, you can delegate tasks effectively and free up your time to focus on what you do best. The road to productivity isn't a walk in the park, but with practice and persistence, you can develop the habits you need to be successful. So if you want to live a life of success and fulfillment, start by improving your productivity. Do you agree with what we've mentioned in this video? Let us know in the comments. For more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching.